'Twas the night before Thargmas, when all through the vessel not a creature was stirring, not even a trumble. Meta alloys were hung by the exhaust cone with care, in hopes that the Thargoids soon would be there. The boffins were nestled all snug in their beds, while visions of brain trees danced in their heads. Our Canonn in tinfoil, and I in my cap, had settled our brains for a long winter's nap. When out on the deck there arose such a clatter, I sprang from the bed to see what was the matter. Away to the airlock I flew in a flash, tore open the doors. Oh, that was quite rash. The moon on the breast of the planet below gave the lustre of midday to objects below, when what to my wondering eye should appear but a hideous hydra, and 8 scouts drew near. With a little old Thargoid so lively and quick, I knew in a moment it must be annoyed with the ship. More rapid than eagles his coursers they came, and he whistled and shouted and called them by name. Berserker, Marauder, Inciter, Regenerator, Marauder, Marauder, Inciter, Berserker. To the top of the ship, to the top of the bridge. Now fire away, fire away, fire away all. As dry leaves that before the wild hurricane fly, when they meet with an obstacle mount to the sky, so up to the ship the scouts they flew, shooting red lasers and firing green goo. And then in a twinkling I heard on the hull the pewing and mewling of each little scout. As I drew in my head and was turning around, down the exhaust cone the hydra came with a bound. It was coloured in green from its eyes to its petals. Its skin was all tarnished with scars on its petals. A bundle of tharglets emerged from its back, and it looked like they must have come out of his crack. His eye, how it twinkled, his lasers, how merry. His petals were like roses, his eye like a cherry. His little protuberances begun to glow, and the lightning he fired was bright yellow. An escape pod he held tight in his beam, and the green light encircled his head like a wreath. He had a translucent carapace filled with indistinct things that he shook when he bellowed. My knees turned to jelly. He was alien and green, a grotesque mandala, and I cried out when I saw him in spite of myself. A wink of his eye and a twist of his head soon gave me to know I had plenty to dread. He spoke not a word, but went straight to his work, and fired all his weapons, then turned with a jerk. Braying and shaking he spun up his petals, and giving a nod to the stars up he rose. He opened a wormhole, to his team gave a whistle, and away they all flew like the down of a thistle. But I heard him exclaim, here he drove out of sight,